BCHQ Discussion Time episode 66, response to Linwoods Matias, and the topic is participation trophies. Here's my thing on it. In terms of having so many trophies, like bronze and silvers, not just golds, like, I think as a kid it can be a good thing when you're very young, because kids always want to feel like they've achieved something when they're very young anyway, like sports days and things like that. I do think as you get older it becomes a problem, depending on what you want to teach your kids and how you are as a parent, in terms of like how driven you are and how competitive you are. It all comes down to competitiveness. Like, some people will do sports and because they've got that drive in them and that will and to win and refusal to give in, and some people just do sports to have fun and aren't as invested in it as other people. Personally for me, when I used to play football, I was the one that was fully involved, invested, got annoyed if others wasn't putting the effort that I was putting in, and it can drive you crazy when other people don't do it or aren't setting their standards as high as you've set yours. As I said, I experienced it a lot with when I played football before. So I think it depends a lot on the parents, what they teach their kids. Like, my dad was always, and still to this day, is very self-independent, and just through his career as a builder and things like that, he's been very critical of himself, but demands a lot of himself, and I think I've carried that on. Always want to be the best at what I'm doing. So it does depend on the parents, what message they send to their kids. But at the end of the day, I think if you're not having fun doing it, like, regardless of the trophy situation, you should be doing it. As I said, as a young kid starting out, like, I think it's okay to, like, give bronze medals and silvers, and just participation, like, not even position-based medals, like, just for anyone that takes part in the race, like, everyone gets a medal. As you get older, I think it's important to install that competitiveness, because it brings the best out of athletes, especially if they've got future careers in being an athlete in like professional level, because it teaches them early on, like, the demands and the physical demands and fitness and things like that they're going to have to set themselves and get used to if that's their chosen career path. So I think, as I said, just to wrap it up, as you get older, I believe it's a bad thing, because you're not going to be as driven. If you don't want to go for first place, you shouldn't really be doing that thing. But as a youngster, I think it's fine to hand trophies out just for taking part, because a lot of kids just want to have fun. If you're not doing that and they don't particularly like sports anyway, like, if you're giving them something at the end, they're probably going to take something away from it. Just they've actually received something for their efforts, and they feel a bit more loved and noticed for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Hope I answered your question alright, and thank you for everyone supporting. Tell your friends about me, subscribe to the channel, hit your thumbs up. They don't want to fuck with the real ones. I'm out.